Uh, we're going to go ahead and prove the theorem, to prove another theorem which we just saw in the last class. Uh, this is called the vertically opposite angles theorem. Okay, vertically opposite angles theorem. Can anyone like try given make an attempt to try to state this theorem? Like, how can we state this theorem? How will this like make a statement for this theorem, guys? Come on. Yes, Hemant G, go ahead.
Vertically opposite angles are equal.
Ashte, very good. Vertically opposite angles are equal. If I don't want to use too many, if I don't want to use too many new terminologies, what I can simply state is, if two lines intersect at a point, I want you guys to be taking this down right now. If two lines intersect at a point, the vertically opposite angles formed, or we can write this actually like this: the opposite angles formed at the vertex, the opposite angles formed at the vertex are equal. Okay. Now, what we need to do here to what we're going to do today, first thing, like before Zoom breaks out, is we're going to try to prove this statement. Okay, we're going to try to prove it. Uh, this is a theorem. This is not something which we can directly believe just by looking at two lines intersecting. Maybe yes, these two angles look very close to each other, but we can never be sure unless we have proven this. Okay, and I think some of us have done this in the last class, but in grade 8. But nonetheless, we're going to prove it again this year so that we get into the hang of proving theorems. For proving this, all right, for proving this statement, we'll have to we'll have to first make a few do a few things. Okay, you guys remember what did we used to do whenever we had a statement to be proved? What's the first thing that we needed to do?
So first we should write to prove
Very good,
vertically
very good.
opposite angles are equal.
Great point there. So Bindu, the idea of writing to prove is that we change this whole thing is in English, right? This whole statement, which is in English, we want to change it into something which is very mathematical and like much. Once it becomes mathematical, like we don't have to worry about the English statement. We can leave the English statement and just focus on the mathematical statement. All right, chat box. Uh, I want someone to help me change this statement into a mathematical statement. Anyone who can help me with doing that? Change this statement: vertically opposite angles are uh, equal, like that thing, into a mathematical statement. What will we need to do for that?
Name the angles.
Very good, Dilruba. Fantastic. I would have expected you to raise your hand, but it's okay. I'll go ahead. So I'm going to name these angles. First thing which I need to first do is draw a diagram. Okay, and I've already drawn a diagram here. Let's call these lines as L and M because we need two lines to intersect at a point. All right. Okay. Before I go to the diagram, I'll just give you one more small thing. Okay, small thing to understand the statement here. Now, in this statement, two lines intersect at a point. If two lines intersect at a point, this is what is given to you. So this is something which automatically you can do in your diagram. Okay, while the other part, then the opposite angles formed at the vertex are equal. This is the part that you have to prove. Are you getting it? The opposite angles formed at the vertex are equal. This is the part that you have to prove. The yellow box is what has been given to you already. Okay, so two lines are intersecting. So I am assuming L and M are two lines. They are intersecting at a point. Okay, that part is clear for me. Now what I want to do is I want to change this whole statement opposite angles formed at the vertex are equal into a mathematical statement, all right, Dilruba? So as you said, I'm going to name the angles. Just for simplicity, I'm going to name them 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, this is not the usual way we name angles. We all know that, but this will help us make our proof simpler. Instead of writing a lot of letters, we can just stick to angle 1, angle 2. And so I'm writing this. So can you tell me, Dilruba, what will be our two proof statement? Actually, not Dilruba, someone else. What will be our two proof statement? Maybe if Bindu can tell us. Two proof का statement क्या होगा, Bindu? What will be the two proof statement? Yes, tell me, Bindu.
Sir, angle 1 is equal to angle 3, sir.
Very good. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3.
And angle 4 is equal to angle 2.
Great. So this is our first statement which we have to prove, and the second statement is angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Or you can write it ulta also. It's a equation only. So angle 2 is equal to angle 4, or angle 4 is equal to angle 2. All right. This is our whole thing. All right. Now after writing this, Dilruba, is when we are going to move into statements and reasons. All right. This is after this we're going to move into statements and reasons, and the idea should be that by the end of it, by using what we know, by the end of it we should be able to reach here. Okay, we should be able to reach here by using logic. Okay, and all we know is there is L, there is M, they have intersected, these four angles have been formed. Are we good with that, guys? What we're going to do is right now we are going to use all the geometry we know from before this and get to this place where angle 1 and angle 3 or angle 2 and angle 4 are shown as equal. Okay, now what is now I know that we have done this proof last year also. This is just a recap. Anyone wants to tell me what is the geometry which we can use to go ahead with this? Quickly raise your hands if you want to answer. What? Yes, Dilruba. Okay, wait, I'll go to Nishchay, Dilruba, not you. Nishchay, if you can tell me. Yes. Ajubai, if you can unmute yourself and go
Sir,
ahead. Yes.
Sir, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree.
And what makes you tell this?
Linear pair. It is a linear pair.
Great. From now on, we'll not just simply say linear pair. We know the word. We know what the word should be used here. It's called linear pair axiom. Okay, Ajubai. So we know from the linear pair axiom that these two are 180 degree because L and M are because these two are adjacent angles, and this particular ray is standing on top of this particular line M. Okay, and that gives us the angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degree. Now remember last year also there was a lot of focus on making you guys understand this. Let's call this as equation 1. Okay, because we're going to be using it later, we need to have a reference for it, or there is a lot of ones here, so I'll call it equation A. Okay, let's call this equation A. Is that fine? Now moving ahead, what's the next thing, Ajubai? Continue with this. I know you guys are familiar with the proof, so Aju, continue.
Sir, angle 4 plus angle 3.
Okay, I will stop you there because
3 plus 4.
3 plus
4.
3 plus 4. Okay, now my point here is angle 3 plus angle 4 if I use, that's not going to lead me anywhere. There's no relation between this particular
first equation.
This particular first equation and this equation. So I'll not be able to do anything with these two pieces of information. Okay, I have to reach here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just, in the interest of time, because otherwise this video will get disconnected. So I'm going to go ahead and do the proof myself. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degree. The next thing which you know is angle 2 plus, okay, let's write it like this. Angle 2, so I'm going to take angle 1 that side. Angle 2 is equal to, let's do it with angle 2 only. Angle 1 is equal to 180 degree minus angle 2. All right, this becomes, actually let's call this one as equation A instead of the first one. So angle 1 is equal to Guys, who is that annotating the thing? Okay, angle 1 is equal to angle 180 degree minus angle 2. Now the idea is that I want to get another thing which is equal to 180 degree minus angle 2. That is nothing but, so I want angle 1 is equal to angle 3, right? So I want to make angle 3 the same quantity, and I can do that. But for that, where should I start from? Where should I start from? Anyone wants to raise their hand and tell me? Where should I start from to make angle 3 also the same quantity, this same particular quantity I want to make? Angle 3 should be reaching here. Anyone, guys? I'm going to cold call you guys now. Maybe Riza, what could be my starting point?
Sir, next I'll write angle 3 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree.
Perfect.
Because
Angle
linear
3 plus
pair
angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. My reason is again linear pair axiom. Okay. And what becomes out of this? What do I get out of this, Riza? By this statement, what do
Sir,
I get?
sir, I'll take angle 2, that's right side, sir. So it will be angle 3 is equal to 180 degree minus angle 2.
Great. And I'm going to label
And-
this as equation B. All right. Perfect,
Yes,
Riza.
sir.
Angle 3 is equal to 180 degree minus 2. Angle 1 is equal to 180 degree minus 2. What happens after that, guys? I want someone else to continue this logic. Yes, Dinesh, tell me.
Sir,
Dinesh, I'm going to give you a few hints here. Focus on what I'm marking, okay? Angle 1 is 180 degree minus angle 2, okay? This red part is angle 1. Angle 3 is also equal to 180 degree minus 2. From these two statements, what is my conclusion, Dinesh?
sir, angle 1 is equal to angle 3, sir.
Ashte, that's all, okay? That's all my logic here is. So, wait, there is no space here. I'm going to write it on the left-hand side, but this just imagine that it's continuing from here. So I'm moving to this side, okay? From equations A and B, that is nothing but this particular equation and this particular equation, okay? A and B. Both RHS are equal, and that the resulting conclusion is the LHS has to be equal, which means angle 1 has to be equal to angle 3. All right. And you have reached the proof. The first statement has been proved. Are you guys getting this?